day. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's the NFC Wild Card round on EA Sports. And the Dallas Cowboys taking on Russell Wilson and the Minnesota Vikings.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC Wild Card matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Vikings first down.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's Wilson. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 7. First down, Vikings.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
At his 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yards to go.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Always got some breathing room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Dallas. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Now Elliott. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action.
And this time he is in. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved, fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
And now back out comes the offense. One semi-factor, if you want to call it that was brought up in the papers this morning here, Charles. You got a dome team on the road in a cold weather environment, first round of the playoffs in January. Do you think that's a big deal?
Ordinarily, I say no, but in this situation, because you're used to that perfectly controlled environment, some coaches will want their teams exposed to it. And if you're coming from a warm weather place, and even getting outside of your dome doesn't really help you, a lot of times they'll go on the road a little bit earlier. Go to a cold weather place, go to a place where there's a little bit of weather and practice there that week before the game to try and simulate the conditions they expect come game day.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Second and 2 at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. And incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. So third and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now handoff here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, but they could let a tackle through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Nothing.
Good effort there from distance, but he might have needed a little more help from the air conditioning behind him on that one.
It probably would have helped. This is awfully close to getting there. It was right on target, but it winds up being just a little bit short.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
Taken down at the 41. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Less than a yard.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there. 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd down.
7.
Prescott from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on?
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Vikings, nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Wilson. And Rudolph has it left side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Kyle Rudolph. A gain of 7 yards.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Catch is made by Hurd. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Taken down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever. From the gun, it's Wilson. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends and whatnot. Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Prescott now. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Prescott to throw it. And this is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
10th carry now for Elliott. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson will pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
And again this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
By Gerald McCoy. No gain on the play.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Vikings.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
Again, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown.
A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Now the try here for the extra point.
Point after.
And it's 17-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Prescott. They'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And again, it's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Gold is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Minnesota.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And he'll spot Hurd open left side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wild Card matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. The first of 4 games this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the...
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Joey Sly set to...
One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wild Card bout. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up. They're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
36-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
49-yard.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
And 5.
To throw is Prescott. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are in the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
It's a gain of...
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. To the air again, Prescott. And he's brought down. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw to the right, taken in by Hurd. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. The main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. On 3rd down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Wilson's pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
19-yard line.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
12-yard line. A gain of 7. And the Vikings first down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
On third down, Wilson. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
Well, all right, just call the call. We're going to play. Come on now.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
From 4 yards out. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. That time a 6-play drive, and it's polished off by a Viking score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Elliott.
16-yard line.
And he brought down what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
At the 32-yard line.
Second and 5 now. Prescott going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough with run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Catch is made by Hurd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Vikings.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
Eluding the pressure right. Fighting down past the 45. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Vikings on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And the Vikings first down.
On first down, Wilson. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up second.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Gain of 5. First down, Vikings.
Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They give it off here to the tight end. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 67 yards on the ground.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Stop short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Elliott, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays, and they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.